How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Luke, it's Zoe TV, and we're back getting more bits done on the cheap Megane RS. You know what? I'm actually starting to grow on these red wheels a lot more. Day by day, it seems to be looking a lot better. What do you reckon? Let me know in the comments down below. So if you remember from the last episode, we tried getting these arches sorted, which, as you can see here, they're okay. They're okay. This bumper really needs to be pulled upwards. So as you can see, if I pull it up now, that's kind of where it should be sitting if I lift it up. This side's just the whole thing is just drooping way too much. We need to get that sorted, but that will be for another episode because we're not sorting that today. So what were the other things we need to get done? So it was the CV boot, and I actually got informed by the previous owner that apparently they've gorilla glued it. Why is it every time I film as well? It's just really windy at the minute. So anywhere I go, it's really windy. But yeah, the CV boot at the minute is apparently gorilla glued on. Okay, so I've been down to Renault today, Renault Parts, Renault Parts Direct, not Renault Parts Direct, I mean the actual genuine Renault store in Marsh Mills, to pick up some parts. So we've got the drive shaft seals there. We've also got the inner boot here as well with the CV grease. You know, I'm starting to realise now why this car is cheap, but it's not a problem because it makes a better content and we can put it back together and we'll get it looking absolutely and feeling and driving sweet. The other thing we're going to be sorting today is the battery drain and that bottom ball joint, which is down there. Now, I've been told by the previous owner, he used to have like under seat subwoofers, and the battery drain started then, and then he took it out, but the drain stayed. So I'll mention that to Aaron later. I'll let Aaron do the electronic bits. I like to listen and watch, and then when we get onto the mechanical stuff, like with all of this, I'm going to give it a go myself. Well, with Aaron's, what did they say? With Aaron's parental control probably on me. That's what it's going to be like. But he's going to be watching over me, that's for sure. But yeah, I want to get back into doing this whole thing of trying to do bits myself. We've also need to do, I think we're going to have a gearbox service done, fresh gearbox oil, and we're also going to do a fresh oil and filter as well today as well. So a lot going on tonight. Aaron doesn't finish work till later, so yeah, it is what it is. I've also ordered a 216 piece tool set, so that should be coming as well. We need to start stripping out the Megane itself. But yeah, lads, honestly, we've got 2 track days I think booked up already. Things are going really, really fast, but we need to get it done ASAP. Now, one thing I haven't shown you guys yet is underneath in the engine bay. You might not be able to hear me very well. So as you can see, you've got the icon hoses there, we've got Forge, recycle the blow off, and the blow off. That's probably why it gives us so many crazy noises. So I don't know if you guys have heard. Have a listen to this. It's got crazy flutter. I don't really want to pee everyone off around here, but we'll have to be quick. And a nice little bang to finish it off. Wow. That was actually sounded a lot nicer with the bonnet open. That was sweet. What we're also going to do is, because it's quite cool, it's on a hydraulic strut here for the bonnet, which is sweet. It's like heat wrapped a few bits. I've noticed we've got no polybush mounts on the upper engine mount, so we're going to get that. I don't know if there's any other engine mounts anywhere else. It looks pretty similar to the Clio sort of stuff. I've noticed as well the coolant colour, the water, well, the coolant colour itself is just like water pretty much. We're going to have a coolant flush done. I don't think that'll be today. Other bits as well. So down here we've got the K-Tech downpipe. The turbo sits right there, so it's quite easy to do a change of turbo on, which we'll talk about another day because I've ordered a lot of bits for this car, but we're going to go step by step. Don't want to overdo this and get ahead of myself here. I need a ZPO shifter and suspension. I need a bigger turbo and all that really. So, but I've ordered bits. I'm not telling you what they are because I'll wait for them to arrive, then we get straight into it. But there you go, engine bay. You've seen it now. Yeah, well, you know, got a forward pipe there as well. There's a fair few mods in this. Definitely going to get the Black Series polybush mount for that. And if you remember from the last video as well, the Vibrotechnics mount, the bolt for it actually came out, which is a common thing. Apparently, like they start to strip threads, which is not good. So when we get on the ramp later, I'm going to double check that again and show you guys what I mean if it has come out. But for now, we need to head to Ducks Fab, see Nick, see his unit now, because apparently he's got crazy new lights, which he's, you know, loving. To be fair, we do love a good bit of lighting. So let's head straight down there and wait for Aaron to come later on, and we can crack on with these bits. Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, look at the new lights. Woo!
See, I got a gift and a curse. I let shorty get what she worth. I know one day I gotta leave Earth, so I gotta give him this word. I was already set when they got started, they ain't wanna see me in first. And I already stuffed about 10 in the 40, so don't make me quench my thirst. If I spin through your block, then I'm purging. Fuck a Gucci, I'm back in my Birkin. Hit a switch on the stick and convert it.
Alright, you lot, check out these swish looking stickers. Mate, you need to sell them. I guarantee people in the comments now, they'll see that and be like, I want a bit of that. You know what it is? It's camo. They like a bit of camo.
Just have them.
Alright, just hit up Nick. He seems to be giving away apparently.
For my people.
A few moments later.
Alright, we're taking a drill to the Megs. My mate Nick's laying down the masking tape, getting rid of the rock.
I've got nothing to do with this.
You have now.
I've got nothing to do with this.
You've got involved with it now.
Mate, I've got
Mate, as soon as you lay down that first bit of tape, that is it.
I've got nothing to do with this.
I will make the first hole, although mate, I reckon that will probably go through into the intercooler. That bit.
Mate, there's loads of room in behind there.
You reckon?
Under moonlit sky, I'm desperate to feel more alive, alive. Dreams that keep me wide awake. Call me up out of the
Right, well, that's done. Let's see what it looks like. There's shit everywhere here. This is not good. I think I've done alright there. I reckon Nick's gonna be proud of them, and Aaron when he sees them later. We'll see about that then, boys. I don't really know what's going on here. I messed up a little slight bit here. But apart from that, it should be sweet. Well, now that's done, I feel like I need to do the other side exactly the same. But I don't know how I'm going to mirror that because I'm not good with this. Alright, Nick, tell me now, I've done a fair job on that, you know? Alex, yeah, mate, they look pretty similar, you know, I think I've got it. That is bang on pretty much. See now that is what I'm talking about. That is definitely looking better already. Got the race car holes, boys. Just need to get those latches on the top for the bonnet, and it'll be sweet. Well, now we've got some race car holes, what we've got to do is wait for Aaron to arrive so I can be supervised. Because I don't want to mess this up, like this will not be good news. Yes boys, here we go. Aaron has arrived, he's got all the goodies as well with him, which is good. These are so fat from behind. Hey Aaron, it's a bit of you, isn't it?
Mate, I love these things. I genuinely love them.
Well, what do you reckon that thing as well? I don't know if you hear it. Like when you put your clutch in and go into first, it sounds like a fucking like really. Do you hear it? Like not. It doesn't always do it, but it's like yeah, like that. But it doesn't always do it.
Judging by the way it pulled the car forward the first 2 times,
Yeah.
I would say the clutch is not far off of being worn out.
Oh, you reckon?
Unfortunately, yeah.
Oh, that's great news. That sick one. Just
Sorry
bought
to be the bearer of bad news, Shag.
all genuine.
Mate, it's the way to do it.
It's
That's the way to do it.
That's the start. To be fair, mate, for all of that, I think it was like 110 quid, 120 quid.
Do you know what? For a CV boot, if you buy anything other than genuine, you end up having a fucking
Can't go wrong. I am talking with me and Aaron have been talking about getting this forged just because the mileage is on. Obviously it's on 108k, but yeah, we've got things in the pipeline. So with the money I'm going to chuck at it, I think it'd be more of a sensible thing to do to get Aaron forged it. 100%. So Aaron's did a few checks on the whole car. If you lot didn't know, because I haven't put it on YouTube yet, Aaron has set up himself now, sub 7 auto works. If you're wanting your track, Aaron's car's not here today, we've got Bodger's instead. Wait mate, I just realised the rocker cover on Bodger's car, that's quite cool that, Bodger built by Bodge, that is cool. He'll love that. Yeah, Aaron's just going to have a look over the car at the minute. He's noticed already one of the bolts from the downpipe going into the turbo is missing, which is not a good sign, but apart from that, it seems alright. The coolant's going to have to be done soon because it's pretty much water. Yeah, I shouldn't be squeaking my hat, should it? There is a... Oh, that's not good. Is that in the box?
Yes.
Well, that is not good news.
That's not a good noise.
That is definitely not good news. We're looking at it.
I am not a gearbox man, I'm afraid.
Okay, so before we even get started tonight, Aaron's got me to write a little list of things I need to get. So we need rear discs and pads, which is fine, you know, easy things. 2 rear tyres again, easy things to get. A lot of the exhaust bolts are just not there anymore, which, you know, Aaron said whoever's had this car before has just been plain lazy and hasn't done a decent job on it at all. Offside rear handbrake cable again, something that's easy sortable. And then obviously the thing that's a bit of a bigger problem is the diff that's making a noise. That's probably the biggest problem out of the lot. So, and then on top of that as well, obviously we've got the battery drain, and then the other bits that's going to be sorted tonight. But you know, who knows? We might find bits along the way. We don't even know yet, but we're just going to crack on and see what happens. Well, oh, sting the edge straight away.
You fucking don't.
Yeah, mate, this bolt up here the other day, I didn't even show them, look, off the camera, right? So this bolt, mate, all it had didn't have a bolt on the end, so it was a nut on the end. It was just a bolt. Yeah, like it was halfway out.
Yeah, nice.
So
you know what, mate? I'm not even surprised. I'm literally not surprised.
So I put a nylon bolt nut on the end. Should hopefully keep it there in place.
Yeah.
It's a Vibrotechnics mount, so cool. So what we're going here then? Obviously that's the new seal bit in it.
No, that's just a plastic housing.
I swear that is in there, really, in that thing.
Yeah, it's because you can push it in with the shaft.
Is the CV joint actually itself?
The CV joint itself is okay,
yeah.
But because of some cretin, emphasis on the cretin. I mean, you can't even hold a wheel trim on with a cable tie.
No.
You can't hold a CV.
Yeah, I know.
There's cable tied it on, so obviously all the grease.
Oh, like a bearing there as well, do they?
Yes. Essentially, what you've got is that drive shaft.
Yeah.
So it makes both the drive shafts the same length,
right.
trying to alleviate torque steer.
Mad.
Obviously, if you have one great big long drive shaft.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, let's get this stripped apart, or you can get this stripped apart and get your hands dirty.
Oh, I better get me gloves on then.
Use this rather than the shit.
Sick. Well, Aaron, how do these clips come out then?
Don't have to worry about that one for a minute, because some gook has done that one. It literally does that.
Oh, sick one.
I could have made it look more complicated if you wanted. And we've got a circlip on the top of there,
yeah,
which we need to take off, and then that spider will come off,
nice.
Cut that off, slide the boot off, and then reassemble. Get the circlip pliers.
Some serious.
A fresh bit of grease in there. Yeah, got to fill it up nice.
Still spring to then, where's that go?
That was obviously on the bench before.
No, that was in the bag.
That was in the bag.
I genuinely serious, that was in the bag. I swear down, that was in the bag. Promise.
You promised, Aaron.
Alright.
why is that in there?
Oh, these might be preloaded. Oh, this, yeah. The spring's supposed to sit over the edge of there and go in the cup. So I've lost the old one.
Ah.
Good effort.
Good effort.
Do you know what? Again, I'm not surprised.
What is this?
This is a drive shaft, and this is a CV boot.
Okay, lot. So, yeah, what an evening this is going. Well, what a day and an evening it's been so far. Finding out a lot of things about the car. Now, what I've done off camera is I spoke to a few people and they said basically keep driving the car with the diff as it is until it starts whining and then just worry about it and get it sorted. Now, I've been looking at already reconditioned boxes, about 700 quid with the diff in it. I've also been looking at gripper diffs, etc. as well. So if anyone could recommend me or point me in a direction, or if anyone's selling a gearbox or a reconditioned gearbox, let me know, that'd be sweet. But yeah, we're trying to get everything sorted. As you can see, drive shaft and everything's all sweet. The CV joints, CV boot's been done, so we're gonna get that back in. We've also got to do the bottom ball joint, which is on the other side, which is a bit of a pain, like Aaron said, it's not on this side. But yeah, it's cool giving things a go, like, especially like this. It's nice learning, and it's kind of, in a way, Aaron's really good for showing you guys as well that you can learn, etc. because he is a very knowledgeable guy, and it's great having someone like him around you, which is really good for me. I've ordered up the tyres, so I've got 2 more Cup 2s on the way, which is sweet, and then we just got to sort out that battery drain as well, which you can actually hear, which Aaron said, so hopefully we can find that. And he's just basically saying that the engine or the car's still like active or alive or something like that whilst it's turned off, which is very strange, but yeah, let's just see how it goes. It could be mad. We're on to getting seals in, but we're having a bit of a dilemma at the minute.
Oh, no, that's it.
It is sweet, is it? Mm-hmm. Right, that's all good. So what was it you said you haven't seen before? It's like the plastic.
It runs on the plastic, which is odd. That's it, that's the one.
That's the one.
Genuine.
Genuine, nothing but the best.
Can't really bugger up fitting this either, because it
Literally just goes on like that.
goes on that.
Sweet.
That's it, a bit of a...
Easy job, boys, for you. Those of you watching.
Treat this like a little baby.
Little baby, just slide her in. She just slots in, doesn't she?
That's it.
That's what we like to see.
That's the ticket, my boy.
That's the one. And we're in. Right, so Aaron's just popped off the filter. He said it's just a good job that I've had it done, really, because it's not looking too good. But you know, like I said to Aaron, like whenever I get a new car, I like to get a few service bits done, just for my peace of mind anyway. So yeah, he's just on that at the minute.
Definitely the right choice to make.
Definitely the right choice to make. But yeah, so guys, I'll just talk about Aaron's company setting up himself, Sub 7 Auto Work. As you know, he's proper into setting up, doing everything. So he can build engines. The only thing he's not really into is just the whole gearboxes, isn't it?
Nothing inside a gearbox.
Nothing inside a gearbox, but everything else you can chuck at him. So if you're like looking for a one-stop shop, where you're like, look Aaron, I want to bring my car down to you, I want this, this and this done, and then I want it to be like a track prepared car. He can do everything else. Like he'll put everything on the car, he'll corner weight it, set the suspension up correctly, forge an engine for you, do whatever. So he's just in the midst of basically getting a unit with Nick from Dux Fab, and they'll both be working together in a bigger unit. And yeah, it'll be like a one-stop shop for you guys. You can even get a fat fabricated exhaust on at the same time. So it's gonna be naughty, Aaron, isn't it?
I bloody hope so, mate. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get it done.
It's gonna be good. I think it's good because down here you haven't got a lot of places like that, especially for the track cars. You haven't got good places you can go to that are reliable. You know, I've found Aaron through like Nick and everything like that, and I'm glad I have, because Jesus Christ, like the amount of bodge place I've been to, and you know, it gives you that reassurance in your mind that your car that you're gonna put a lot of money into is gonna be well looked after. And I think that's one of the major things. Like, yeah, I said I want to do stuff myself, but it is nice sometimes to leave it to the experts that do know what they're doing. And Aaron's been doing this. Well, how long have you been doing like mechanics and that for now, Aaron?
11 years now, actually.
11 years. Yeah. So yeah, and he's always learning, like everyone else is always learning. If someone says they know what they're doing, well, he knows what he's doing, but if someone says like, look, I'm a perfectionist, I can do everything correctly, they're always lying, aren't they? Because you're always still learning.
Yeah, oh yeah. 100%.
Like 100%.
Do something a little bit better.
No matter what you're doing, like there's been things Aaron's seen on like the run up today and that, like that bit on the shaft. He said he's never seen that part before. Like he's learned that now, and like yeah, it's just one of them. But I'm glad it's down here, getting the magic hands on it.
Currently it is dangerous.
Yeah, she's dangerous, so we can't be having that before we go on the track. Most definitely not. So quick update, everything's put out together. Although we've noticed, like, so I don't know if you can hear it now, to be fair. There you go. You don't hear that squeak. So Aaron's had a little look underneath. He said it's coming from the centre of the steering rack, and he thinks it might be when they've done exhaust. So he left the heat shield against the rack, which, you know, hopefully it is. And I am praying that it is, because if I've got to get a new rack, it'll be a bit of a nightmare as well. But he's just onto the second side now for the bottom ball joint, which is going to be done, and then the dry shaft seal as well on this side, because it is leaking, I think, a bit on this side as well. But then apart from that, it's literally just get the engine oil in, gearbox oil in, and then maybe have a little look at the drain. But as you can see, you probably won't be able to hear it, you might not, but you can still hear the fact that it's draining up there, so bit of an odd one. So for those of you wondering, all it is, the bottom ball joint, is this. Now a lot of people do, if it focuses, probably not going to focus. There you go. A lot of people do just end up buying a new hub sometimes, just if they can't get them out, it becomes a nightmare. But Aaron's feeling lucky tonight.
We're feeling lucky.
We're feeling lucky, so
we've done a few before. We'll be
should be on to a winner, and hopefully it should be alright.
I mean, we've both just jinxed it now, but whatever.
Yeah, both proper jinxed it now. Alright boys, so this is where it gets fun now.
It's either going to go really well or really not well.
What is like? Where does it get seized to? Like where you can get it out? Is it just
this piece, the aluminium piece of the hub, seizes to the steel piece of the ball joint.
Oh, that's why. This is two different materials.
Yeah, this is interference fit, so it fits tight around here. That's why there's no clip.
Right.
So one, that's tight in there anyway. And when you get aluminium corrosion, you get
especially over time.
Yeah, you get an electrolytic reaction, and it sticks in there and seizes.
Christ. So what's the best way around it then?
Big hammer.
Just smash it.
Yeah, just bit of gentle heat so you don't distort the aluminium.
Yeah.
And then we'll just tap her straight out.
Sweet.
And it will come out perfect.
Lovely.
Hopefully, maybe.
That's what we like to see.
No danger of snapping one of them off. It's the size of it.
Get her in. Beautiful. That's what we like to see.
It is. That's a relief.
That is a relief.
Come on, baby. Don't do this to me.
Load her up.
What's that?
Well,
Then this one bolt to take out.
at the bottom there.
Yep. Oh, yeah, she's definitely shanked.
Yeah,
And then
she's
we got-
loose as a goose, isn't she?
Yeah, and then we've got to knock that one out, which I will be taking the disc off for.
At least with this one you can absolutely cook it, just having a new one put in anyway.
Yeah, not an issue at all. Come on, baby.
Give me told this.
That's right, she's going.
She's good?
She's gone.
Hell. What a rare sight.
Wow, unbelievable.
It's actually
All night
something
long.
that's French.
Not one bolt that's given us an issue.
Yeah, well you said that now though. I didn't say that, that was you that said that then, mate.
Thankfully, they've all come out.
It's literally down to be fair, you've still got to go through a fair amount just to get to that ball joint, haven't you?
Oh, yeah. And if any one of them bolts causes you an issue,
It'll just hold you back for
you're
ages.
there for a long time.
Mental amount you've got to go through. Just shows you guys how complex the suspension system is on one of these. It's not just like one piece you can just take off a normal car, it's like multiple bits together.
Well, normally on a normal front-wheel drive vehicle, you have one ball joint on the front, and you've got you've got 6 ball joints on yours.
That's mental, isn't it?
Hold in there. Just literally just hold that like that. Don't put your hand there though. So I'm going to try. Might have to heat that up a little bit. Oh, why not?
She gone, has she? It just slipped through.
Yeah, it started to move. It's
No way. Oh, you can see the lip, couldn't you?
Yep.
Just keep going, yeah? Or do you want to hold on for
I
a
think
minute?
if I just need a way to rest this without damaging it. She's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just like that.
We didn't even need a pause the camera, walk away bit then, because it just happened. Just hold that again, please, mate.
So that's the. Usually everyone sees this. Nobody knows what goes on behind editing, but we didn't have the need for it.
Literally,
that's mad. That it's come off so easily.
It is mad. You're right.
That's like not normal in a way.
Let's not question it. Let's just be thankful that it's
I don't know
happened.
if you guys can see on camera if it comes up. Don't know if it'll focus. No, not going to focus. There you go. So you can see the difference between the two there. I don't know if I can even show you it yet. So you can see at the minute with my hand, there's a lot of play in that there. There should be like no play at all. You can see this one's solid. So yeah, that one is fair shag, didn't she?
Oh yeah,
she's definitely seen better days.
You can see the rust that's come out
Yeah,
of it
it's mad.
because the water's got in there.
And there's the seal's like gone, isn't it? Because the seal there's a bit different. Like it's like gone away from the seal, isn't it?
Yeah. That's your that's one of your issues, bye.
Lovely. That's one thing sorted.
Fucking hell, that never happens.
Hey,
What's gonna bite me in the ass?
I think we've given it a load of abuse tonight, so it's just packed it in.
Now we need a good fitting socket that goes around here.
Quick update since everything happened. Aaron's actually got everything put back together, which is sweet. He's happy with the fact that it's all
Couldn't come apart any better, to be fair.
It's actually done alright, so it's sweet. Now I know I've only done a few bits, but the thing is, I haven't looked over the car at all yet, and it's been nice to let Aaron look over it, find out what he's doing. And to be fair, if there's anything I'm going to touch now in the future, if I do need to touch anything like bottom ball joints or drop link wise, it will come apart quite easily, especially if I'm doing it myself. So I probably won't. I'll probably just have like a 216 piece tool set to myself that I'm going to use when I'm having to bash it myself. Whereas Aaron's got a few more like torquier drills and guns and things like that to get bits off with. So it'll be a lot easier now for me to work with in a way. So hopefully we can start bashing it out myself in the long run, just for simple bits. Obviously the big stuff I'm going to bring down to Aaron and get it done. Right, so you lot will be happy to know everything's pretty much back together. It's back together, to be fair, actually, not pretty much. All I just have to do is engine oil and gearbox oil, because Aaron's already put the new oil filter in. So yeah, just top her up with the fluids and
Torque the wheels up
and scan her on the old. Check out the codes, and then we're golden. Right, so I missed it on camera. Aaron just heard a click come from this box over. I don't know what it's called. What's it called again?
Underhood Electrical Centre.
Underhood Electrical Centre. So yeah, he had a click, and then this came on because he locked the car. The alarm came on pretty much, and then it went off, and then came on after about a few minutes. But the click came from over there. So he's had a look underneath, pulled one of the plugs from what he thought it was, and then as soon as he pulled it, it stopped making that noise, which then it would have stopped draining everything. So he came up with a solution that basically I need to get a new one of those boxes that sit on the top, but he's gonna speak to his boss tomorrow on whether or not I need a brand new one, or if I can get a used one, and go from there. So if there's ever had a blast with the electronics on this, had a fucking good time with it as well, to be fair.
And giving me a bad time.
Time to read up on anything else she's doing. She's coming up much or not?
Just getting into it now.
Is that what you can turn like the airbag light on that off with?
Yeah, well I can fault code read it, and then we can get a basis of what's actually wrong with it.
Mad.
Because you got your intermittent ABS warning light, you got your airbag light on, and then we'll just give it a complete electrical health check.
Sick.
And go from there, really.
Lovely. Well, we got then a fair few.
Oh, we got a fair few.
We've got a fair few. Any serious ones there? Oh dear.
No, like I say, most of that is just going to be
old memory and that.
When the ABS light comes on,
yeah,
it broadcasts a message across the CAN system that it's got a fault. So the multiplex traction control ones for the engine and stuff, they don't mean anything engine wise, because you've got an ABS fault. So most of them are just spurious codes. Power supply and stuff is because we know you've got a battery
She's been
drain.
Stopping and starting here all the time.
Front right hand wheel speed sensor.
Oh, so it is a wheel speed sensor.
Yeah, circuit. Like I'm saying, it's got a long wire inside the arch.
Yeah.
I would guess that the wiring's shot in it because it only happens when you go on full lock, like that.
Yeah.
So what I'll do is I'll clear all the fault codes out and then I'll just lock it over again when it comes up. Ford Focus RSs are really common for it as well.
Are they?
Let's see what you got in your airbag. Access feed, #1 relay in your underhood central, you know, that electric box I showed you.
Yeah.
That is a good sign of that's what's wrong with it.
Because it's coming up with that one.
Yeah, I would, like I say, I would strongly advise. I'll find out tomorrow if I can get.
Yeah, let me know what I need to get. Yeah.
The good thing is all the airbag ones are all memory codes, so when I clear it, they'll all go away. It's just because obviously the seats have been unplugged.
Yeah. Anything else?
That's all just spurious.
Left-hand dipped headlight circuit open.
Yeah, that's all just spurious bullshit, I think. Yeah, your headlights still work.
Yeah.
That's all. This is all just stuff because when you do a service on a car, a proper service, you would code read it and clear all the fault codes out to make sure you get a fresh basis every time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess whoever's been working on this hasn't been
clearing shit. Yeah. Lovely. Is that clearing that? Is that gonna clear the airbag light as well then?
Yeah.
Cool. Does that constantly get rid of it then, even though it has everything changed over?
Yeah, as long as there's no current fault codes. All of them said history because they were history codes. They aren't current codes.
Will it come up as current? Will it?
Yeah, it will say active.
Yeah, active.
So anything that comes back will be an active code.
Cool. Alright, see what it says. So the ABS lights just come back on again. It's always as soon as you turn it, lock it one way. Front right wheel speed sensor, yeah. So we'll get back in another day to get that done.
Literally, mate, you just want to get, and I can't stress this enough, a genuine wheel speed sensor.
Yeah.
We'll put it on. I know it's going to come out of the hub because I took it out tonight for that exact reason.
So it'll be sweet.
So it'll be sweet. Alright.
Ideal, mate.
And normally I wouldn't just say, oh, I know it's the sensor, because normally you don't. But being as the piece of wire is in the arch, and it only happens when you turn the steering, and the only thing moving when you turn the steering is that piece of wire, which is part of the sensor. Cool. I know 100%
it's going to be that,
Right.
Sweet. So we are done and dusted. Aaron's picked up on everything that needs to be done, which is good because we've now got a solid list of the things that need to be sorted on this car, which is the cheap Megane RS, as you guys now know. So to be fair, for what I paid for the car and what's going to owe me, what I'm going to be putting into it after all this, just to fix the car and get it, you know, as it should be, isn't going to be too bad. I think I'm probably going to be spending $1,000 to $2,000 to be getting it up to how it should be, like 100% correctly. Which, you know, it's not a problem for me because at the end of the day, I'm learning. Aaron's coming on here. He's helping me learn, etc. as well. So yeah, we're gonna wrap it up there before it gets too late. If you like the race car holes, then give us a subscribe. But yeah, honestly, go check out Sub 7 Auto Work. I'll leave Instagram. Have you got a Facebook page yet for us? Or just an Instagram page? Facebook. Scrap Facebook off. Just the Instagram page. I'll leave it on screen right now as I'm saying this, and in the description down below. You can check them out. You are a fairly busy guy at the minute, anyway. You're extremely busy guy, but he's always a message. He's always a message away. So just drop him a message. He'll get onto it pretty quick. He's not like Nick. He'll actually reply, won't you, Aaron?
Yes, I do.
Yes, he did.
Pretty much straight away.
Pretty much straight away. But yeah, thanks for watching today's video, guys. If you've enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit the bell button to be notified every single time I upload. And just get ready for the Megane build because it started.